I believe very few South Korean tourists will visit America in the coming years. This may sound like a comment, but it is a serious warning for tourism. A few years ago, more than 2 million South Koreans visited America every year. They filled Los Angeles streets, ate barbecue in New Jersey, and enjoyed Las Vegas casinos. Now that number has fallen to less than one-third of what it was. Shop owners across America are asking, where did all the Korean customers go? In Korean towns, restaurants that once had long waits now sit almost completely empty. Staff members stand idle, tables gather dust, and silence replaces the sound of glasses. This is not just about Asian restaurants losing customers from South Korea. When tourists vanish, Uber drivers, hotel workers, and shop owners all lose money too. Recently, big news shocked both America and South Korea at the same time. In Georgia, hundreds of Korean workers at a Hyundai factory were taken by ICE. More than 300 workers were deported within just a few days. For Koreans watching at home, the scenes looked like something from a Hollywood movie. But this was not fiction, it was about real workers from an allied country. Now imagine a Korean family planning a vacation to Hawaii in the future. They see this story and ask, what about us if we visit America? They worry about checks at airports and cancel their trip to the United States. The loss from these cancellations is huge and hurts the American economy deeply. A Korean tourist spends more than $4,000 while visiting the United States. If just 100 cancel, $500,000 disappears from local businesses. That money could pay college tuition or be retirement savings for a family. But the bigger loss is not money, the bigger loss is trust. A survey shows 60% of South Koreans are unhappy with America's treatment. When trust disappears, it changes more than contracts, it changes small decisions too. Who wants to visit a place where they feel unwelcome and unsafe? People say America and South Korea are strong allies with deep connections. But images of workers escorted into buses spread a very different message. One Korean wrote online, "If America wants empty streets, just keep doing this." That comment may sound simple, but it carries a very serious meaning. When Koreans do not come, local American businesses lose thousands of dollars. A group of 50 Korean tourists in Las Vegas can spend $200,000. That money pays hotel staff, drivers, and many restaurant workers across the city. But when the trip is canceled, the local economy loses that money instantly. Korean tourists also spend in unique and concentrated ways when they travel abroad. They shop in bulk at outlet malls and gamble together at casinos. When they stop coming, stores and casinos become cold and very quiet. A Los Angeles shop owner said, "We now only sell lipstick to ourselves." In 2023, more than 1.3 million South Koreans visited America. If just 10% stop coming, hundreds of millions of dollars will vanish. This money is not lost on Wall Street, it is lost in small shops. It disappears from diners, taxis, homestays, and hotels across the United States. Visa problems also make it harder for Koreans to visit America today. Before the pandemic, travel was easier under the Visa waiver program system. Now rules are stricter and checks are longer, creating stress and fear. A visa can take up to 12 weeks, so tourists choose other countries. If 10,000 Koreans go to Tokyo instead of Los Angeles, America loses 40 million. That is equal to the entire yearly budget of a small American town. One homestay in Los Angeles used to be fully booked with Korean guests. Now it is empty because travelers say getting a visa is too difficult. So while America talks about openness, invisible walls are pushing visitors away. Leaders say it is about security, but security cannot pay a shop owner's rent. Every time a Korean tour group cancels, dozens of American jobs are lost. A driver, a waiter, and a cleaner all depend on those visitors. The question is not will Koreans return, the question is how long America can endure. Because when tourists disappear, it is not just an empty chair in restaurants. It is also an empty wallet in the hands of ordinary American people. The barbecue restaurant is still open, but there are more empty seats than full ones. The smell of grilled meat cannot hide the money being lost. This is not a movie scene. This could really happen with the new visa policy. The visa fee is now $50. For many Koreans, it is not only about money. It is about the message they feel. Are they really welcome in America? If they are not sure, they will choose somewhere else. They will go to Tokyo, Paris, or Sydney instead. Those places welcome them with smiles, not another bill. This change is not only on paper. A report says up to 10 U.S. airports may lose Korean tour groups. Imagine empty check-in counters with no travelers. Imagine long taxi lines with no passengers to pick up. Airport workers sit and just watch the clock. This emptiness hurts America's image. It also hurts the wallets of American workers and businesses. Let's calculate. A Korean family of 4 spends about $17,000 in the US. Now imagine 10,000 families cancel their trips. That is $170 million gone. That money will go to Japan or Canada instead. This is not only about losing customers. It is also about losing the chance to keep them. America was once proud to say, "Welcome to America." But now, with higher visa fees, the sign feels closed to tourists. It is an invisible sign, but very effective. It makes tourist streets from Vegas to Hawaii feel cold and empty. Who really pays the price? Not the politician who made the rule. Not the official who increased the fee. The ones who pay are Uber drivers in Los Angeles losing rides. The hotel worker in Hawaii losing shifts and pay. The restaurant owner seeing high bills but fewer customers. This story is not only about Korea. It is the first alarm. Mexico, Brazil, India, and the Middle East are also unhappy. They face higher visa costs and longer waiting times. They feel unwelcome when they try to visit America. For example, a family of 5 from Brazil pays $1,250 in fees. With that money, they can buy plane tickets to Europe instead. So the US loses not only 5 tourists, but also hotel and dining money. In India, the middle class is growing fast. They want to travel and spend money abroad. But if the US makes it hard, they choose Singapore or Dubai instead. Just one flight change and the money goes somewhere else. Canada does not even need advertising. They simply smile and make visas easy. Tourists who first planned to visit America now go next door. Toronto restaurants are full. Meanwhile, New York restaurants hang sale signs. The US once called itself the world's main stage. But travelers are finding new theaters to enjoy. Tickets there are cheaper. Seats are easy to buy. The atmosphere feels warmer and more welcoming. Once people change theaters, they rarely come back. So is South Korea only the first chapter? Will Mexico, India, and Brazil also leave next? If many countries turn away, the US will lose even more. Too many empty restaurants. Too many empty hotels. Too many empty flights. We can complain about visas, higher fees, and empty seats. But complaining will not solve anything. So what can America do? First, open the door. Travel should not feel like a job interview. Make visas fast, simple, and fair. It is not just paperwork. It is an invitation. Second, show positive images to the world. Do not only show workers in handcuffs. Show happy families in Hawaii. Show young couples smiling at the Grand Canyon. Trust needs good marketing to grow. Third, work with local businesses. Hotels, restaurants, and airlines all benefit when tourists return. Why not create a "Welcome Back Korea" package? Fast visas, discounts, and support in Korean language. This can create a good chain reaction. Most important, listen to people. Listen to Koreans and their concerns. Listen to American service workers struggling with fewer tourists. If both sides are unhappy, then it is time to change. If not, we will keep seeing empty seats, empty flights, and empty wallets. The solution does not need billions of dollars. It only needs political will and a long-term plan. Tourists bring more than photos. They bring money, jobs, and a better image of America. So the real question is, do we want them to return? If yes, then change must happen. Visas must be simple and fair. Media must be positive and welcoming. Empty tables must be filled with international smiles again. Close your eyes and picture this. A Korean street in Los Angeles. Before, it was bright, busy, and full of barbecue smells. Now, empty seats and half-price signs are everywhere. In Hawaii, ocean view rooms are empty. In New York, taxis wait at JFK but no Korean groups arrive. In Las Vegas, the lights glow, but tables stay cold and quiet. This is not only about Korean tourists. It is about trust in America itself. When Koreans leave, others may follow. Mexico, India, and Brazil may choose elsewhere. If the US builds walls, tourists will find another door. The world will keep traveling. But America may become an empty theater. So what do you think? Is raising visa fees protecting security or closing the door? Have you seen restaurants or hotels less busy after the pandemic? And if you were in charge, what would you do? Share your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your stories and ideas. If you found this video useful, subscribe and turn on notifications. We will keep having honest talks about America's economy and society. This is just analysis and opinion based on public data. Please keep the discussion respectful and open. Remember, an empty dining table is not only a restaurant problem. It is also a warning that the American dream can become empty too.